In our fast-paced, interconnected world, seeking validation from others has become a common part of daily life. Whether it's the likes on social media, compliments from peers, or even approval from family, many of us find ourselves measuring our self-worth based on external feedback. This dependency can create a cycle of anxiety and self-doubt, hindering personal growth and authentic living. This guide aims to explore the complex nature of validation, its effects on our mental health and relationships, and practical strategies to cultivate self-acceptance and confidence. By understanding the roots of our need for approval, we can begin to embrace our authentic selves and create a life that resonates with our true values and passions. Understanding validation. Definition and types of validation. Validation, in psychological terms, refers to the recognition and acceptance of someone's feelings, thoughts, or experiences. It can manifest in various ways. External validation. This type of validation comes from outside sources, such as friends, family, or society. It often takes the form of compliments, praise, or recognition. For example, a colleague's approval on a project can provide a temporary boost to your self-esteem, but relying on it too heavily can lead to insecurity. Internal validation. This form of validation is derived from within. It involves recognizing and affirming your own worth and feelings, independent of outside opinions. For instance, someone who practices internal validation may acknowledge their efforts and achievements without needing external praise. Understanding these distinctions is essential for fostering a healthier self-perception. The psychology behind seeking validation. The desire for validation is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. Human beings are social creatures, and belonging to a group was critical for survival. As a result, the need for acceptance and approval can lead to behaviors aimed at pleasing others. Here are some psychological insights. Fear of rejection. This fear can lead individuals to constantly seek approval to avoid negative judgments or social exclusion. It can create a cycle where the more you seek approval, the more anxious you become, which can ultimately alienate you from your authentic self. Low self-esteem. When self-worth is based on external opinions, any criticism can feel devastating. This dependency on validation can perpetuate a cycle of low self-esteem, where individuals believe they are only as valuable as others perceive them to be. Social comparison. With the rise of social media, comparing oneself to others has become more prevalent. This comparison often leads to feelings of inadequacy and a distorted self-image, reinforcing the need for external validation. Understanding these psychological mechanisms is the first step toward breaking free from their hold. The consequences of seeking validation. Impact on mental health. The pursuit of external validation can have significant repercussions on mental health, anxiety, and depression. The constant pressure to meet others' expectations can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even depression. The fear of not being liked or accepted can create a sense of inadequacy that weighs heavily on one's emotional well-being. Imposter syndrome. This phenomenon occurs when individuals doubt their accomplishments and fear being exposed as a fraud. Those who rely heavily on external validation may feel undeserving of their success, which can hinder future achievements. Effects on relationships. Seeking validation can strain personal and professional relationships. Codependent relationships. When validation becomes a primary source of self-worth, relationships may become codependent. Partners may rely on each other for constant affirmation, creating an unhealthy dynamic that stifles individuality. Conflict and resentment. If one partner feels pressured to meet unrealistic expectations for validation, it can lead to resentment and conflict. Miscommunication often arises when individuals cannot express their true needs and feelings. Implications for personal growth. The impact of seeking validation can stifle personal development. Stagnation. Focusing on what others think can prevent individuals from pursuing their passions and interests. This stagnation leads to missed opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Fear of failure. The fear of disappointing others can paralyze decision-making and prevent individuals from taking necessary risks, thereby hindering personal and professional growth. Identifying your sources of validation, reflecting on your influences. To break the cycle of seeking validation, start by reflecting on your sources of influence. Consider the following. Family. Analyze your family dynamics. Were you praised for certain achievements or criticized for failures? Understanding how family interactions shaped your views on validation is crucial. Friends. Assess your friendships. Are they supportive or do they foster competition? Are you surrounded by people who encourage your authenticity or do you feel pressure to conform? Society and media. Reflect on the impact of societal expectations and media portrayals. Consider how advertisements, social media influencers, and public figures shape your self-image and sense of worth. Recognizing external versus internal validation. Distinguishing between external and internal validation is key to fostering self-acceptance. External validation. Ask yourself, do I feel good about myself only when I receive compliments or approval from others? If so, this reliance on external validation may need to be addressed. Internal validation. Start cultivating internal validation by recognizing your own worth and achievements without needing others to affirm them. Engage in practices that reinforce your self-acceptance. The journey to self-acceptance. Embracing your authentic self. Self-acceptance is foundational to living authentically. It involves acknowledging your true self, including strengths, weaknesses, and quirks. Here are steps to embrace your authentic self. Identify your values. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What principles guide your life? What makes you feel fulfilled? Practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself when you make mistakes. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Celebrate uniqueness. Embrace your individuality. Acknowledge the qualities that make you unique and allow them to shine. Now, let's talk about techniques for self-reflection. Journaling. Write regularly about your thoughts and feelings. Use prompts like, "What makes me happy?" or "What do I value most?" to guide your reflections. Meditation. Engage in mindfulness practices to enhance self-awareness. Focus on your breath and allow thoughts to come and go without judgment. Affirmations. Create positive affirmations that reinforce self-acceptance. For example, "I am enough just as I am," can serve as a daily reminder of your inherent worth. Cultivating self-awareness is also crucial. Personality assessments. Utilize tools like the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator or the Enneagram to gain insight into your personality traits and preferences. Feedback from trusted sources. Seek honest feedback from friends or mentors to identify blind spots and areas for growth. Building self-esteem and confidence. Understanding self-esteem. Self-esteem encompasses how we perceive our worth and value. It is essential for making authentic choices. Healthy self-esteem is marked by realistic self-assessment, acknowledging strengths and weaknesses without overinflating or diminishing them. Resilience. Bouncing back from failures and viewing them as learning opportunities rather than defining moments. Strategies to boost confidence include setting achievable goals. Break larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate each accomplishment to build momentum. Practice self-care. Prioritize your physical, emotional, and mental health. Engage in activities that nourish your well-being, such as exercise, hobbies, and relaxation. Learn new skills. Challenge yourself to take up new hobbies or skills that excite you. This not only expands your capabilities, but also boosts confidence. Positive self-talk. Replace negative self-talk with constructive affirmations. Challenge limiting beliefs by asking, "Is this thought true?" Practicing mindfulness and self-compassion. The role of mindfulness in authentic living. Mindfulness encourages being present in the moment without judgment. It can enhance authentic living by enhancing self-awareness. Mindfulness helps you recognize your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to respond rather than react impulsively. Reducing stress. Engaging in mindfulness practices can lower anxiety levels and promote a more balanced emotional state. Cultivating self-compassion involves treating yourself kindly, especially during difficult times. It consists of self-kindness. Be gentle with yourself when faced with setbacks. Avoid harsh self-criticism. Common humanity. Recognize that everyone struggles and experiences failure. This shared experience can alleviate feelings of isolation. Mindfulness. Maintain a balanced awareness of negative emotions without exaggerating them. Acknowledge your feelings without becoming overwhelmed. Mindfulness practices to explore include meditation. Regular meditation can enhance mindfulness. Start with short sessions and gradually increase duration. Breathing exercises. Focus on your breath to ground yourself in the present moment, especially during stressful situations. Setting boundaries is crucial for protecting your emotional well-being. Boundaries define what is acceptable in your relationships and interactions. Identify your limits. Reflect on what feels comfortable and what doesn't in various aspects of your life, relationships, work, and personal time. Communicate clearly. Be direct and honest when expressing your boundaries to others. Use I statements to communicate your feelings and needs. Be consistent. Enforce your boundaries consistently. This helps others understand your limits and shows that you value your well-being. Learn to say no. Practice saying no without guilt. Prioritize your needs and understand that it's okay to decline requests that don't align with your values or well-being. Finding your true passion and purpose can lead to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Techniques to discover your passions include exploration. Experiment with various activities, hobbies, or interests. Pay attention to what brings you joy and fulfillment. Reflect on your values. Consider what principles guide your life. What matters most to you. Aligning your actions with your core values can foster authenticity. Visualize your ideal life. Take time to envision what an authentic life looks like for you. What activities, relationships, and experiences are present in that vision? Once you identify your passions, create a plan to align your daily actions with your values. Set intentional goals. Establish goals that reflect your values and passions. This alignment enhances fulfillment and authenticity. Create a vision board. Use visuals to represent your goals and values. This can serve as a daily reminder of what you aspire to achieve. Regularly assess alignment. Periodically evaluate your activities and commitments. Are they aligned with your values? Adjust as necessary. Identifying toxic influences is essential for your well-being. Signs of toxic relationships include constant criticism, regular judgment, or belittlement can undermine your self-worth. Manipulation. Feeling pressured to conform to others' expectations can erode your sense of self. Lack of support. Relationships that don't support your pursuits or dreams can be detrimental to your growth. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and support you. Seek positive influences. Foster relationships with those who inspire you, share your values, and encourage your authenticity. Engage in communities. Join groups or clubs that resonate with your interests and values. This can help you connect with like-minded individuals. Set relationship goals. Establish goals for your relationships. Consider how you want to feel in your connections and work toward nurturing those feelings. Embracing vulnerability. The power of vulnerability. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, but it is in fact a strength that fosters connection and authenticity. Embracing vulnerability allows you to build deeper connections. Sharing your true self with others fosters trust and intimacy. Vulnerability can create a space for authentic relationships. It also promotes personal growth. Taking risks and being open to failure can lead to significant personal growth. Embracing vulnerability can challenge you to step outside your comfort zone. Now, how to practice vulnerability. Share your experiences. Open up about your challenges and insecurities with trusted individuals. This can help create a safe space for others to do the same. Take emotional risks. Allow yourself to express feelings and thoughts honestly, even if it feels uncomfortable. Start with small disclosures and gradually increase openness. Seek feedback. Ask for feedback from trusted friends or mentors about your experiences and feelings. This can help you grow and build confidence. Taking action towards authentic living. Creating an authenticity action plan. An action plan can help guide your journey towards authenticity. First, define your goals. What do you want to achieve in your pursuit of authenticity? Be specific and realistic. Next, list actionable steps. Break down your goals into specific, measurable actions. Consider what small steps you can take to move toward your goals. Then, set timelines. Establish deadlines for each step to maintain momentum. Regularly assess your progress and adjust as necessary. Setting goals for personal growth involves short-term goals. Focus on immediate changes you can make to foster authenticity. Consider what small adjustments can lead to significant shifts. Also, think about long-term goals. Reflect on where you want to be in 5 or 10 years. Ensure your actions align with that vision and make adjustments as needed. Accountability is key. Consider sharing your goals with a trusted friend or mentor who can help hold you accountable and provide support. Maintaining authenticity in a changing world. Adapting while staying true to yourself. Life is dynamic, and changes are inevitable. Learning to adapt while maintaining authenticity is key. Reflect regularly. Periodically assess your values and goals to ensure they remain aligned with your true self. Make adjustments as necessary. Stay open to change. Embrace changes as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your authenticity. Flexibility is essential in navigating life's challenges. Strategies for continuous growth include seeking feedback. Regularly solicit feedback from trusted friends to gain perspective on your journey. Constructive criticism can help you identify areas for growth. Commit to lifelong learning. Continue exploring and learning about yourself and the world around you. Engage in new experiences that challenge and inspire you. Practice gratitude. Cultivate a habit of gratitude to help maintain a positive outlook. Reflecting on what you are thankful for can enhance overall well-being and perspective. Living authentically is a continuous journey that requires courage, self-awareness, and ongoing effort. By understanding the nature of validation, embracing self-acceptance, and cultivating supportive relationships, you can break free from the cycle of seeking approval and start living a life that reflects your true self. Remember, authenticity is a personal journey. Embrace it with compassion and patience.